understand it. Let me go further. Now, I'm giving it to you, Paul. I'm giving it to you, pure. See, let me tell you, I do not know who is watching me, but let me educate you. This program is not only for the Igbos. Now, let me give you the main gist. If you are living in Africa, fella, I appreciate you. Fella, now you've come to, fella, I appreciate you. Now, thank you. If you are living in Africa, let's say a country like Nigeria. Listen, if you are living, I'm talking about people that are living in Nigeria, especially the Igbos. Let me not tell you lie. 90% of your investment should be in your home state, even no matter what. If you want to build a house, buy a small portion of land and build. And if you're a billionaire, 90% of your investment should be in your region, in your home. This is Africa we are talking about. Even politicians fight their opponents. Like, listen attentively. Politicians, they demolish the investment of their, their opponents. What is it called? Their opponents or rivals. How do I say it, Seth? Politicians, if you are contesting a position, when they come, vengeful politicians, that is, a governor will come to power, and the next thing is to fight his opponents. He will start demolishing the buildings or the investment of his opponents. This is Africa for you. So, even, see what happened after the general election, after the last election in Nigeria, they began to demolish Igbo properties in Lagos. Because Peter Obi won Lagos. I'm giving it to you live. In Africa, if you fail to vote for any politician, if that politician eventually comes to power, that politician will start fighting you because you didn't vote for him. This is Africa. So you be careful, know what you are doing. In Africa, if a politician discover you did not, if a politician knows that this particular race or tribe did not vote for them, when it comes to power, that politician will start fighting you. Your business place, you are building, they will look for one excuse. This is Africa, and bulldoze your house. You don't know. Now, what I'm telling you, I'm not telling you lie. Or if you like, you learn. Now I will come back and give you guys. Now, to be honest, if you know what happened to me, people were warning me. I said no. I've been abroad for many years. Now, social media itself is helping us. This social media you gather here to listen to stories. People were warning me. Said, now look at what happened during the Biafran war. Now you don't want to listen. I was making money. Now I see because. Here in Europe, you can invest, do something what you want. Now, I tell you, white people are much more civilized than black. The black man is still backward, very backward and wicked. I'm not telling you a lie. When I was still driving taxi, making money, I was doing well. I said, let me invest. Buying properties. People called me. Many people called me. They said, Ruddy, don't do this. Now, if you are living abroad, you will not know. You will think all human beings are the same. We are the same human race, the same mentality. It's not like that. If you go to Africa, you discover that you are not the same. Tribal differences, religious differences, they fight you because of your tribe and your religion. You don't know what you're talking. So having lived abroad for a very long time, only when you go home, when you go travel to Africa, you know this. If you live in Africa, if you live abroad for many years, your mentality will change. You'll be thinking everywhere you go there. When you go there, you know the difference. Somebody asked, so where in Africa can I do business? Very good question. This is a good question. Cow, let me tell you, this is a good question. Now I want to tell you what I did. And you will have peace. Depending on where you come from, because like my own place, my place is developed. The best place, when they say home is the best, now I know why. When they say, now in Nigeria, if Igbos make noise, they say, if you make noise, you lose your properties, you lose your investments. I've seen thousands of people say it. They say, if you make noise, you lose your investment. If you cough and you see Igbos, stay quiet. You see them, but they say all your investments are in Kano, in Lagos. They tell you if you make noise, you lose your investments. They tell you you cannot break away. If you break away, you lose your investment. If you say you want independent state of Biafra, you lose your investment. You see Igbos stay docile. They cannot do anything. They are completely handicapped. There is nothing they can do. And that is why people see them as cowards, because they are afraid of losing their investments. If not, Igbos can fight the whole of Africa. If not for this, I'm not telling you a lie. It's because now they have money, they don't want what happened during the war to happen to them. They don't want to lose their investment. That's why you see them. Everybody is playing, tossing them around. Now let's go further. Cow asked a good question. So where in Africa can you invest? The best place to invest is your home state, where you come from, your village, your town, your home state. That is why now I understood why they say home is the best. Where that's your origin, that place you come from. Forget about business, property appreciating and things like that. If you invest, if you are living abroad and you have citizenship, invest abroad. If you are living abroad and you have documents, invest abroad rather than investing in Africa. Now, listen, everybody that have been following me, I've been saying this in before. I make videos, I say invest abroad. 90% of your investment should be abroad and 10% back home. If you are living abroad, the white man cannot steal your property, cannot demolish your property. The white man, they are not like African people that will fight you based on your tribe or religion. Now I'm giving it to you pure. I've been saying it. If you go back to my videos, you see where I tell you, invest abroad, invest abroad. People don't understand. And when you hear home is the best, where is your home? Home is that place that your ancestors come from, where nobody can intimidate you, nobody can. That is, when you invest there, it will remain there for life. That house you are, some people, if you go to some villages, some people are still living in the house of their great-grandparents. Some people are living in the house of their great-grandparents. Nobody will touch it. It has been there for generations. Nobody's dragging it with you. You see, a man will rise up and build a house. That house will serve generations. Great-grandchildren will still live in that house. It could be mud house, but it will still be there. It will still remain there. Your descendants will grow to meet that mud house. That is home. Your descendants, whether it is a mud house or a block house, you will see that's what you left a legacy behind. You understand me? So that house, my father built a house that in his village. I did not realize this in some time. Oh. Don't say now city. They will. I'm not telling you. Some people are lucky. So now, it is when you take your investment home. Now listen. When you go to your home state, the region where you come from, look for a better site. If you like, where a bubbling area. Buy land where it bubbles, where it's happening. Build your house there and have peace for life. Some people prefer to put all their money in their village. You know, in the next 1 million years, your generation, your descendants will meet that house. Even when you die, you know your children and your children's children will grow to meet that house. That's a legacy. That is what I call somebody resting in peace. When you die, you rest in peace. But you cannot put your investment where anything can happen and your descendants will not meet the house. You are not sure. That your village, that your town is bust up. If you carry war, come there, war will finish there. That battle will end there. The war will finish there. You cannot come to my village and even if you like, from heaven come, that war will finish there. Because that's the only place I have.